Welcome to another edition of Live on Sunday, y'all. It is I, your gracious host, King Crowder, back with you again with another edition of Live, man. I'm so excited to see my people. I'm so excited to check in with y'all, man. Can y'all believe we only got 9 days left in 2024? Not 100% this Sunday, y'all. We're going to push through it. A little bit of a headache, try to get over some things, but I just think it's just a change in the weather. So excuse my voice for sounding a little raspy. That's the main reason. But again, good to see y'all, man. Good to see y'all on this Sunday. If you did not know, I am your gracious host, King Crowder, based out of the Houston, Texas. Transplanted here about 4 to 5 years. If you did not know, on the channel, we discuss everything. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Any feedback is warranted too, man. So today's lesson is about it's cool when they do it. There's a problem when I do it. Let me say it again. It is cool when they do it, but there's a problem when I do it. Today's subject, we're going to focus on many things like we do on our daily update and Sunday check-in. But today's lesson really hits home about how when things are done to individuals, it is always a double standard. When a double standard hits, a lot of people don't like to address it. They call it names. They say it's unfair. They say, who does it benefit? People complain about the same leverage they get as long as it's beneficial to them. So it's not unfair when you get the leg up. It is not unfair when you get a certain market. It is not unfair when you get a better push. But what you must understand is that pendulum, that swinging item, will always go back and forth. So you may have a leg up in getting that internship. You may have better parents that help you get a leg up in life. You may have family that can provide and get you something that other people cannot get. But I'm going to tell you what the great equalizer is. The work ethic, the people, business, in the world, going to always show you who's better. So no matter what your benefit is under somebody else, no matter what your push is, no matter what people like you, no matter if you start off stronger, the work still is going to show you through. The person, he or she that puts that work in, the person that has that credibility, the person that's doing it, that's willing to do it, sickness and health, bad, good, or endeavor, they will be the ones to get that benefits down the road. We assume because you start off earlier that you maintain that speed. That story that we hear growing up, y'all, the tortoise and the hare, is significant. The reason why it's significant because how you once were and how you were now, you got to keep that pace. And as you go on through your life, your trajectory, your understanding, your goals, your aspirations, you got to maintain that if you want to go to the next phase. And why do you bring that up, King Crowder? Why you being so philosophical? Why you talking about stuff, man? Get to the point. The point is our first guy who's on the thumbnail. We all know him as Drake. Phenomenal artist, phenomenal career. But if you have not known, he is still pressing those charges. In the article, Drake doubles down on his Spotify accusation, saying they manipulated the process. Drake is saying openly, with contempt, that Drake and Kendrick Lamar rap beef, which should have been over when Drake took that loss, was a monumental moment in hip-hop. It was. But Family Matters upcoming rappers' legal battle with UMG and Spotify is gearing up as an industry shifter. On December 20th, Spotify slammed Drake's accusation of artificially inflating his numbers, like Drake can have his numbers inflated. The article continues to say in a statement, hey, the popularity of Not Like Us ain't have nothing to do with it. The streets, it wasn't payola. It was just the popularity of that record. Drake has a disease that many sometimes white people have. They can't take the L. We understand, man, you're going to take a loss sometimes. Take it to the chin and move on. Why do you keep bringing these issues up, man? You could be in the lab recording your own songs, getting your own music off the ground, moving on. But you are making this ego issue linger on and people will keep talking about it. You think you're doing yourself a service, Dre, but what you're actually doing is keeping Not Like Us in the airway. Kendrick is performing at the Super Bowl. Get over it. The song is a massive success and it was a smash record. Get over it. He outdid you in what he was saying. What's good, Zoe? Welcome in, baby. You gotta understand, man, that you gotta get past that, bro. Take the L. As a man, we all take L's. But when you want to prevent that L from happening, you make yourself look crazy. You took the L musically. You got punched in the mouth. Your record wasn't as good. You lost the battle. Now you look crazy that you pressing charges. That's what you're doing now. You pressing charges. You pressing charges saying it's unfair. I got manipulation. I am surprised that Spotify treated me different. Oh, so you was expecting for you to get a leg up, but when you did it to Meek, we just had to accept it. You are making strong accusations, and what I want nobody else is going to say is that, man, your legal team better understand that you're making some strong, look at this, false and speculative inquiry dismissed his case. You going at Spotify and UMG? My boy, your record ain't clean enough. What you did ain't strong enough. Who you work with, what you did in those rulings, Dre, are telling you in real time that you're fighting the wrong battle. And the reason why I keep bringing this issue up is because he's going to harm himself, people. You fighting with billionaires now. Do you have, if you ever seen the show House of Cards, if you have not, I want to encourage y'all to watch it. House of Cards was about Francis Underwood out of South Carolina. And what Francis Underwood did, y'all, was he understood how if I give something or I pursue something, what am I getting in return? The show on the politics is the subject of who gets what. Drake right now is trying to gain all the cars and get all the money. But what are you giving in faith of it? We know that you lost. We know that the battle's over. But what you're trying to do is justify how and why you lost. You're trying to go into the details of I lost because of this, man. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares. You lost the battle. Your records wasn't smashing. It's time to move on. The beef has been over. Dada ain't said a single word, but you are letting it linger. And these records and these allegations that you keep pursuing, saying, I'm going to get justice. If you're going to do it all the way. Don't do it where it just benefits you, your career. Do it and show who's getting all the plays that we hear talking about. That's how we're going to really see the outcomes change. Closing thoughts, man. Face your accountability, bro. You took the L. What happened to you was meant to happen to you. You been a slime ball, grease ball behind the scenes. We already heard and know about what you're doing, man. You're a typical guy. Got a little money, never had money. You was trying to be a lame. We get it. We know who you are. But now, BBL Drizzy, Drake, you are no longer who we once were. Move on, bro. Move on. Let Kendrick get his moment. You focus on dropping your album. 2025 summer, spring, you need to have some smash hit. We'll leave it alone. Stop talking about it. Stop pressing charges. Cancel everything. Get back in the studio. Next, I don't know if y'all heard. Joe Biden pardons BMF co-founder Southwest T. Joe Biden is sitting on the pardon brigade, y'all, trying to fix his name. Terry Falone, better known in the hip-hop community as Big Meech's brother, Southwest T, out of Detroit in 1995, was facing 30 years in prison since in 2008. If you wonder why Meech and Southwest T got out early, this is why. The Biden administration knew, man, they got overcharged them boys. Southwest T and the BMF gang was a nonviolent criminal organization who did what they did to get money in American society. Not saying we agree of it, but we understand. But now, Southwest T wrote, I'm officially free, Big Meech. I understand we are assigned to the last week to cut us out the bag. It's been a journey, but prayers and unwilling faith beyond merit of human comprehension got us to this point. Never once did we act in our own ability, nor did we do anything ourselves, so the gloves are off and the gag orders are up. It is up to the naysayers to say and keep going around our journey. Joe Biden pardoned 39 people up to committing over 15 other sentences and individuals along with his son. Biden trying to do something right. But I got something to say. It's crazy to me that. But why he do it though? He do it because Trump about to get in office, though. Trump about to get in there, shake the room. But this is my point. You gave all these pardons out after these guys did the mass amount of their time. You the one that made the sentencing more harsh. I want you to think about something. A crack rock is worse than a manslaughter warrant charge. Let me say it again. Getting attempted for crack rock distribution was worse than a manslaughter charge. Crack cocaine can get you 15 to 20. Manslaughter can get you 8 to 12. So killing somebody is worth less than selling drugs? I'm not saying selling drugs is harmful. I'm not saying it isn't bad. But I'm saying taking the individual's life is worth less time. The sentences of 94 crime bills already had its impact. We know you're trying to redo history. We know you're trying to claim your legacy. We get it. We get it. But Southwest T and them already did they bid. They bid their 20, 30 years. I'd rather for them to have their life back. You gave them that time. Now you trying to throw a little hammer down. You know, it wasn't all about that. I was really trying to make up for on the back end, Joe. We don't care. So it ain't like. Make it make sense, G. We don't care, Joe. Your legacy is what it is, bro. Trump making you look bad. We understand you ain't got to agree with the man longer. You ain't got to support the man. But he applying pressure to y'all. He's showing you that whatever you want to do, you can do as step president. I'm standing on business. I said I'm going to do what I want to do. That's the way it's going to go. So now, on the back end, you trying to change it to make it like you did something good for these brothers. But in actuality, you was giving them what they already deserve. T ain't deserving them 30 years for them charges they got. They ain't murdered nobody. They did sell drugs. They did deserve time. Not saying that. But 30? When it's cats that's doing murder charges that's doing 8 to 10? Come on, man. The math ain't mathing. And anybody doing that area can see that. We can all see the sentences for crimes that most black men were doing over criminalized. Let's keep it 100. That's what it was. We saw the sentences were over criminalized. Now we see the back end that you're elderly, you're trying to do right, do your wrongs. I understand that. But is it really worth it, knowing what we know now? Is it really going to make the impact that we want to see, knowing that you already did what you did, bro? That's all I'm saying. We see what you did. We see the effects of it, the fatherless homes, the different things that are coming from it. What does it matter? It's already there, man. The stain is on your legacy. It's in your cars, in your clothes, in your carpet. It's there. Moving on to the next subject, man. I don't know if y'all heard. New York City, man. New York City. Get y'all, boy. I don't know if all my black people in America have heard this, man. But Fat Joe crashing out. Fat Joe, one of the leaders of the terror squad, one of the founding organization members, etc., from Brooklyn, New York, has something to say. Before I go in, I'm going to turn the music off for this one. I want y'all to watch this and listen to it good. I'm going to play it twice for you. Fair use. Fair use.
Were made by radical black racists. Let's just say that. Okay, it's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them. Right. So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say their name? We're gonna give them too much clout.
I mean,
the FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the fuck these broke niggas is. I'm just keeping it a buck. And that shit is to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this nigga who run them? Like, you know, your leader? Yo, man, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. And so they trying to change the narrative. They're not from New York.
Let me play it again.
Rumors were made by radical black racists. Let's just say that. Okay, it's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them. Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say a name? We're gonna give them too much clout.
I mean,
the FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the fuck these broke niggas is. I'm just keeping it a buck, and that shit is to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this nigga who run them? Like, you know, your leader? Yo, man, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. And so they trying to change the narrative. They're not from New York.
Right.
So they telling a whole nother story. This was whoopity doop wop. Yo, bro.
Man. So you chefing tonight. But I'm gonna say this, man. I don't know how y'all feel. I love my Hispanic people that are riders. You're not allowed to say nigga in front of me. You just not. That's number one. Number two, Joe, what is the issue? If y'all don't know the background story, there's a documentary called Microphone Check that came out by Tariq Nasheed. Microphone Check is putting the linear work of Black Americans and what they contributed to the music scene. We know hip hop is a black origin. We know that, right? The issue that Fat Joe has is that we claiming it. He literally said, I want y'all to go back and look at this. What he's responding to is that people are saying hip hop is a black music genre. It is. He said Puerto Ricans specifically made hip hop 50-50. Hold on. You mean to tell me that Puerto Ricans are influential to black people? Joe, are you for real right now? Are you saying that y'all influenced us to be like y'all? The reason why people don't take New York serious is this, y'all. Y'all lie too much. People in the Bronx were in the documentary. Microphone Check is the documentary. I'm going to pull it up so y'all can see it. Microphone Check is the documentary. Phenomenal watch. If you haven't got a chance to watch it and you want to know the absolute story of hip hop, it is a breakdown from the founders. And what we don't realize, y'all, the founders are still living. The founders are still living. Jokes are going in. The founders are still living. The founders are still living to this day. Here's the documentary, y'all. If you get a chance to check it, phenomenal watch. Microphone Check is a discovery breakdown on how b-boying, graffiti, consciousness, lyricism, and graphic arts are all a part of hip-hop. What he is saying in his interview with them other Sambos, I agree, them other people with him talking crazy, is that, yo, they are trying to say, they don't know what we're talking about. If you ain't from New York, you can't speak on hip-hop. New York music has been trashed for a while now. And this is why. The truth is not being told. The origins are black people, Joe. I don't even know why this is like a discussion. I find it fascinating that the real issue is you saying, I don't know why Black Americans are claiming it. Because they made it, they styled it, and they still mimic still to this day. You have founders that are living in New York City now that are going on record saying there is no influential. And it makes sense. I want you to think about it, y'all. Hip hop is a subsidiary of rock, jazz, the blues, rhythm and bounce. All of that origins are hip hop. So you mean to tell me Puerto Ricans invented the sound of hip hop? Where is the influence of that in the culture? Why is this even a discussion? And why are you trying to crowbar that? Why? Just think about it for a second, y'all. You can have Hispanic friends. We can talk about it. You know me. Love my people. But Joe Crack, who has no influence on rap music for real, who said turn that Joe Crack on, y'all? Terror Squad, I mean, y'all had y'all look. Come on. Who made you decide, in fact, by saying this is what it's supposed to be? Joe, you got on that podcast, called brothers broke, called them disrespectful, called them niggas, out of pocket all the way around. And for those other brothers that sat right there and laughed at it, I know y'all ain't Black Americans. I get it. We could tell because that behavior ain't acceptable. But for Joe Crack to go on there and say that openly like he said and say, I know what I did. I know what Puerto Ricans contribute. What they contribute, bro? Tell me the influence that Latin Americans had on Black Americans. I remember growing up, I ain't never want to be like Daddy Yankee and them. Never wanted to, and it's not no disrespect thing, it's just keeping it real. Y'all watched us, and that's all right. But to say disrespectful things like, I created this, we did this, we New Yorkers, if you did it, why New York ain't been popping in 20 plus years? If we're going to leave it all the way there, we're going to leave it there. Why New York music sound been whack? It's been garbage. The drill stuff, throw it away. Nobody's following it. The West, Atlanta, the South has been killing y'all founders because they ain't there really like that no more. Atlanta been killing y'all for the Pack influence. No influence. My boy Zoe on fire. I mean, none. We never woke up in my life saying I want to be like a Puerto Rican man. Nobody. Nobody. So when you really get online and make statements like this and be disrespectful, you mean to tell me ain't nobody gonna speak on it? And there's no shade, y'all. It just gotta be said. What influence do you have, Joe, in New York, in your city? What influence do you have? You ain't bigger than 50. You ain't bigger than Hov. You ain't bigger than Nas. You ain't bigger than Pop Smoke. So you getting online saying statements like this, and we supposed to just be quiet about it? And you know what the most disrespectful thing is to me, y'all? When you're saying these statements openly, you saying them, acting like you haven't been disrespectful to other people. So on fire. Name one song that he had influence in, not one. Facts. But I'm going to go more into it, y'all. You know, I like to pull up the receipts when we talk. I want y'all to look at Joe. We got to go there. Joe, that's you, cuz. That's you, crack. Let's keep going. Remember this, y'all?
Right now on TV. This is stuff. If you love real hip hop, make some motherfucking noise. New York, where the you at? Hey yo, you had to bring Remy to save you. This is pathetic. You got all the other dusty bitches. Hey yo, let's go. John. Let's go. Hold on. Let's not go back. Hey yo, check this out. Hey yo, crack. The fact that Remy had to come out to save you. Every fucking song got a feature, John. Hold up, crack. I didn't see nobody come. Y'all seen somebody come out here with me? Oh, them I've been either. You gotta go to the crack house to find them bitches. Hold up, but let me tell you something, crack. I've been either. You gotta go to the crack house to find them.
Did y'all catch that, man? When you let disrespect slide, they get more blatant with it. No influence. You ain't lying, Zoe. I want y'all to think about this. You gotta go to the crack house and find them? Was not allowed to slur, y'all. Did y'all hear that? You got to go to the crack house and find the women that you saying with. New York, we got to sit y'all down. That whole we a blended city narrative is a lie. New York, you don't get the respect, the admiration, the love, the joy that you were supposed to have. You know why, NYC? Because y'all let stuff like this slide. Let's not forget, NYC, Tekashi 6ix9ine is on y'all resume. I said it. Tekashi 6ix9ine is on New York City's resume. Crack, Tekashi 6ix9ine, Fat Joe, New York. Y'all got to get a side eye look. Y'all got to. Y'all got people representing y'all and y'all culture that ain't even solidified. You got people being disrespectful. You got all these coalitions. You have all of these music influx, but y'all ain't producing nothing. Y'all ain't got no sound. Y'all ain't got nothing that influencing anybody. 11 million people, music trash. Ain't nobody else gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. That's right, so keep looking. Music trash right now in New York. Who else gonna say something from the city about the disrespectful behavior? Remember, y'all produced Tekashi 6ix9ine in New York City. He blew up in y'all city. Snitching on y'all people. Joined the Bloods in New York City. That's on y'all resume. So right now, some straightening gotta be done. Hip hop wise, y'all ain't been relevant in a long time. Name me the hot young NYC artists that the young boys are mimicking. Name me the hot New York City artists post 50 Cent that the young boys are mimicking. Pop was good. ASAP was good. Name me somebody else. A city of 11 million people, y'all ain't had nobody break out big. It's all right. You gotta laugh and keep it moving. Because the influence and what y'all saying y'all got, you really don't. But to put that nail in that barn is this, man. The disrespectful way to disrespect the black people, that era is over with. Our parents was turning the other cheek. We ain't doing that. We standing on business. We addressing, we straightening, we having that conversation. If you say something disrespectful, it's going to be addressed. There is no peace. There is no non-violence. We Malcolm babies over here. We addressing it on site. Fat Joe, you going to be addressed on site. Next up, y'all. Man, I'm sorry I had to get that off my chest. It was just crazy. It was just crazy, man. If you have not heard, excuse me, if you have not heard another great story that happened, not great story, y'all. Tragedy. Mate selection, y'all, is such a big deal. And the reason why I say that, this next story is heartbreaking.
To ex-wife's new boyfriend stealing 1.9. Former NFL star Earl Thomas falls victim to ex-wife's new boyfriend stealing $1.9 million by using his identity.
The boyfriend of Thomas's ex-wife was arrested in New Orleans and is accused of cashing the former safety's
They say boyfriend of, hold on, wait a minute.
From his bank account
and
transferring car ownership for several vehicles. Thompson is now facing charges including identity theft, forgery, money laundering, credit card fraud, computer fraud, and bank fraud. Thompson allegedly opened an account in Earl Thomas's name at Jefferson Federal Credit Union in May of 2022. Thompson then moved at least $700,000 from Thomas's account into the Jefferson Federal Credit Union account. Now, Thompson then withdrew cash from that account, including $50,000 in May of 2023. But there's more. Thompson also allegedly transferred the title in multiple vehicles owned by the former Legion of Boom star to himself before selling the cars and keeping the money. A Texas credit union where Earl Thomas had one or more accounts contacted Jefferson Federal Credit Union regarding suspicious activity. The credit union then alerted law enforcement in June of 2023 after concluding that someone other than Earl Thomas had opened the account in his name. One day later, Thompson was arrested at a Jefferson Federal Credit Union branch in New Orleans.
Man, yo. Who, I'm going to tell us one of the most greatest subject that I believe young boys, especially our generation, man, we really got to talk about is mate selection. Who you choose to partner up with, who you choose to have kids by, is real, man. That story that Earl Thomas happens to all boys. I want y'all to learn something, y'all. I'm going to drop this nugget on y'all for the gram. The nerds, the football players, the rappers, any young boy that is dedicated and focused on one thing are not equipped to handle women. Let me say it again. The nerds, the football players, the athletes, the singers, the performers, any young boy that has spent his training, his formidable years focused on his craft is not equipped to handle women, i.e. Travis Hunter. Men that have no basic even understanding of how young girls are capable of being taken advantage of. This story is a regular occurrence. The problem is we don't make that narrative known. There is no teenage dating. There is no mate selection process. There is no red flags for women. There is none. There is believe black women. Women need to be trusted. Believe her, sis. No, brothers. Believe your wife. Believe the woman that has the potential to pass your long-term journey. Believe the woman that has that potential. I don't care if it's your mama. Let me say that again. I don't care if that's your mama, King. Question. If you are on your purpose as a young guy, Earl Thomas was what, 26 years or 28 years old while dating that woman, while she was stealing that amount of money? It was her boyfriend, thank you, Zoe, that was taking the money? Man, you think she wasn't in on it? We saying it's the boyfriend making those accusations, but she was in on it too. And we said boyfriend like she still ain't married. Huh? What? Let's keep it real, man. That man was taken advantage of in the heart of his career. And if you don't remember, Earl Thomas' vulnerable years towards the end, he started having mental issues. He started having arguments with teammates, breakdowns and different things. Now we know why. So we addressed that brother as he was crazy. Remember that when Earl Thomas started having issues towards the end of his career? He was being defrauded. She knew everything, Zoe. 100. She was being defrauded. No, he was being taken advantage of. He was being mentally abused. He was being downtrodden. He was being hurt. He was being betrayed in real time. He knew she had somebody else out there, but he still had to go to work and act like everything was all right. Earl Thomas was stolen from by millions of dollars. But we still expected him to go to work like nothing was wrong. We still expected him to provide, protect, and profess and do what he's supposed to do after being treated that way. Young man, I know people get mad at me when I say this. Have your fun. Slang it. Slang it. Don't have no kids. Have your fun. You are not ready for a relationship until you hit about 31, 32 years old. Take it from King Crowd. I'm saying have fun, be in the streets, date, do your thing. Don't have no kids, man. I don't care if she applying pressure to you. I don't care what you're hearing. These stories you need to see time and time again. The Earl Thomas story is not abnormal. We got brothers all over this country. Me, everybody. We got horrific stories with dating. You know the number one problem was? We shouldn't have been dating. We should have been focusing on what we got going on. We should have been focused on trying to get our purpose figured out. But we was happy to be dating somebody. I'm not saying you can't date. Remember, I am not anti-date. But stories like the Earl Thomas one need to be exemplified. If you don't have a mama, a daddy, or somebody else that you trust, you will get taken advantage of. You know what the saddest part is? He ain't gonna never get the money back. That hard work, that sweat equity, that body that put on the line, he ain't never getting that money back. He just have to take that on the chin. He just got to go about his merry day, trying to act like ain't nothing wrong, trying to act like everything good. You were the problem while you broke up, and he got to continue to pick up the pieces. Every man that been there, no matter what the breakup is, you the bad guy. You're right. He will get it back, Zoe. She will get to reap what she sowed, man. But think about the career he could have had. The time, the energy, the effort. If somebody would have tapped him on the shoulder and say, bruh, you don't need to be dating right now. You don't. Live your life, man. And I know it's hard to say because you know you want to make something special. And I get it. But we do a bad job of speaking to other men that make selection is a big deal. Make selection should take time. What she should do for you should take time. It should not be easy. It should be hard. It should be some loops that she got to go through. The more you extend for her, the less she appreciates you. Every man done been through it. So have I. And put my hand up first. We all done been through it. But what we need to stress and teach the other brothers is, hey, man, you got to put yourself first. have your purpose first, have your stuff in order first, and she got to come with you. Because if not, you have stories like this, man. And we got to highlight these stories. They ain't going to do it for us, brother. We got to highlight it. We got to vocalize it. We got to champion it. We got to explain. We got to elaborate. We got to break down that the Earl Thomas story is a tragedy. I've seen a post about it. That's it, y'all. I ain't seen nobody else talking about it. But that man lost almost $2 million to his name. And we need to talk about it. It's sad. Praying for our boy, man. Hopefully he make his way out. Earl Thomas, I support you, man. I'm sorry to hear about that. Next. I don't know if y'all heard the story about the Luigi guy. Remember the CEO killers everybody keeps saying? But I want to take a different direction. As we look at history, y'all, we got to understand that history repeats itself. And the one thing about the Luigi story we know is that he was standing up against CEO crime. We know healthcare CEOs get no love or respect. We know that, right? No admiration. People don't love them. No sympathy card. But what we don't know is this, y'all. Let me put my history guru cap on. My tinfoil kufi. Stuff it on right quick. You know what's something eerie about this nobody's talking about? It reminds me of something in history. Sit back with me. Remember we learned in school about the French Revolution? What we don't remember is that the French Revolution, y'all, let's go ahead and break it down and give you a brief lesson, started back in 1789, and it was a liberation of democracy. It was a verse when the class battle really broke out. What caused the Revolutionary War was a multitude of long and short-term famine forces on social, economic, financial, and political crisis. The elites got disrespectful. They ate in your face. They made twice as much money as you made. They denied your claims. You couldn't buy a home. You couldn't live. The recession hit. Political forces. Everybody was in debt. Nobody was in prosperity. The rich were holding resources. Does it sound familiar? Or does it sound like the current times we in? I'm going to throw this out there for everybody. We are in a repetitive cycle right now that is close to the French Revolutionary War. Remember, food prices are sky high. Financial crises are the same. Political battles are going on. Farmers, peasants couldn't retain their land. Mass immigration is going throughout the country. And we've seen a CEO be gunned down. What we don't remember is that the French Revolutionary War got bloody. People, the rich, the aristocrat class, got shot. The patriotism, the liberation, the doubt that we had in the country began to get spread around. Is Luigi what he did sparking the movement? Do our elites understand that? Do they understand the significance of these moments? When we refer to Luigi and what he did, we got to understand, y'all, it won't be the last. If I'm a rich person in this country right now, I'm nervous. I'm nervous because I don't believe this will be the last time. I don't believe Luigi will be working on his own. What I believe, people are fed up. They're fed up so much that they want to hurt you. A guy was hurt in New York City, broad daylight, early morning before a shareholders meeting. That wasn't a sign. Remember, he's in jail getting well groomed, cleaned up nice, taken care of, people eating for him, love, admiration, support from everybody. He's not getting treated bad. He has reverence. He has respect. He has admiration in there. Luigi is mimicking history. I want you to think about this for a moment, and you heard from me. The French Revolutionary War was a battle of class battle. Right now in America, are we seeing a class battle? Are we seeing what's going to happen if you make money and you remain unchecked? Are we seeing in real time that when you hold the resources, people fight back? I don't remember every time in my life that we've had as many strikes that we've had. I don't remember ever having a port strike, Amazon union strike, FedEx worker strike. There's been so many strikes. I believe that we are on a chance of having a major revolution in real time. It's overdue. What I'm advising everybody is to, number one, protect yourself. Stay prayed up. Don't flaunt your wealth out in public. Remain humble. Understand that this is a normal occurrence throughout history. We're not resolved from it. And violence, I don't push it. It's usually how to get things done. Moving on. College football playoff. The first round was the first round. I like the away games at the home stadiums, but the games weren't good. It wasn't an L. It wasn't a failure. It was a good that they're trying things new. Were the things they tried, were they as impactful? But one thing it exposed is them SEC teams that have to travel up north, playing them cold weather in the elements. Maybe Nick Saban knew something. Because I don't think Georgia could have beat Ohio State at the temperatures. I don't think anybody that has to travel to a cold weather place could beat those teams. I just don't. I think the football elements thing is a real comparison. It is a real battle. It is a serious thing. What we are seeing right now is that it's gonna make for good TV. NBA, take down notes. College basketball, take down notes. Y'all two are the lagging franchises in this country that need to figure out how to make it happen. My opinion, 2-year minimum rule, make NBA less 3-point centric. And now our money is there, not going to lose that much money. That's how you make those sports better again, because the way college and the NFL, they are separating, man. And it's not even close. Finally, NFL, man, my Cowboys are eliminated again. I have been a non-active Cowboy fan for the past 2 years, y'all. Sadly, they got to do something else. I used to love watching the football games with them and seeing what they got going on. I can't even watch them now. Dak is Dak. Jerry is Jerry. I'm not motivated. I'm not inspired. I know what the season's going to bring. It's nothing to be hyped about. It just is what it is. And I don't know how you get past it. I don't know how you get around it. I don't know how you unprogram that. It's just bad. And with it being bad, I'm not paying no money. I'm not supporting blindly. I'll watch the game, watch the highlights, maybe watch the playoffs. My team trash. As a Texas resident, Houston, Texas is looking good. There's other games I would like to go to. Definitely won't catch that Rockets game when LeBron come down. Anything else? Your boy ain't motivated. And sorry for my energy tapping off low. Y'all can actually feel it a little bit. Not feeling 100% tonight. But I wanted to definitely chop it up for another edition of, y'all know your boy, of Live on Sunday, man. Thank y'all for checking in with me, man. I'm pushing through. Feeling about 66%. But you know, this is what we do, man. I enjoy this therapy session. I enjoy chopping it up. I enjoy giving my opinion. I enjoy discussing the thoughts. Remember, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. When we hear these subjects of Fat Joe, Drake, legal battles, hip-hop, and black people being disrespected, this is what we do here. We address it. We ain't afraid to talk about any and everything. It is your boy, King Crowder, back again with another edition of Live on Sunday. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, y'all, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to see y'all again for the last live next week. We got one more in attendance before 2025 hits in, and we got these new observations. Your boy got so much in the works that I cannot wait to enjoy y'all with the new series. So next week will be an update to what the channel predictions is going to be, what we got coming up, what we got doing. I'm going to give y'all an insight highlight into the vision board, what we got coming up. What I want y'all to do, man, is number one, enjoy your family. Merry Christmas to you. Happy Merry Christmas Eve. All that good stuff. Check in with your family. Text them, tell them you love them. Call your people. Call your family and loved ones. Because tonight, it's not promised. Birthday, Christmas, holiday season, even a tree. It's always amazing. I love you. Love my family. Love the Crowded Gang. Thank God for y'all coming to another edition of Live on Sunday. Hope you enjoy your lesson today, because so did I, Lord. Y'all love who love me, pour into you. Final thing, celebrate yourself. Smile, laugh, show. And most importantly, take advantage of everything. It's going to benefit yourself. Until next time, it's your boy, checking out. Yeah.